How many people in the United States simply died last year in the month of March? And how many died this year in the month of March? I'm going to guess a lot less people died this year. Less people died. You know why?
That's interesting. You don't have, because they weren't moving around.
Auto accidents.
Yeah.
The point is, even if you take away the auto accidents, if you normalize it for auto, just normalize it for auto, I am going to guess.
I can see this is a great campaign.
There is no.
The best way to save lives is to have a pandemic.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I'm going to guess there is literally no more than a 2 to 3% variation in death rate.
It's probably true.
At the most.
Yeah.
At the most.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're going to find that a lot because of auto. Certainly less people died. But I believe that this is, I'm going to say, I'm going to look in the camera. I think this is the biggest fucking scam ever brought upon the developed world is the coronavirus and the fear mongering. Yes, it's real. Yes, it kills people. Just like the flu, just like Ebola, just like the freaking measles, just like everything else. Let me just tell you something. This needed to run its course through the world because no one was saying, hey, we need to lock ourselves in until there's a cure. That's not the narrative.
No, that's true.
Suddenly when I hear things like, oh, Fauci says it'll never be normal till there's a vaccine. Shut the fuck up. What for one man to say, well, is this guy now in charge? Who elected him as president or chief dictator of my fucking civil rights? I'm starting to get really upset now because it's starting to get crazy. Because it's starting to get about identity cards for people who are immune and not. It's about the governor of this state telling me that I can't go. The governor of Michigan said you can't visit your friend's house. Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
They stopped the ability. You can no longer visit a. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. How about that?
Welcome to America.
You're telling me that I can't go visit my friend's house? If my friend and me both agree that we're willing to take the risk to see each other, fuck you, Michigan governor. That is so. Now, this is no way this is enforceable in the Supreme Court. There is no way. These things are going to be challenged. They're going to be overturned. There's going to be a lot of shit that hell to pay for things I've seen here. For instance, there was a guy in California paddleboarding by himself out in the Pacific Ocean. Paddleboarding with no one within a quarter mile. And they arrested him with 2 officers on either side, put him in a police car. So now there's 3 in a police car and threw him into a jail or gave him a ticket.
Yeah.
So how is that against the law? Because this guy's out there on a fucking paddleboard.
Yeah.
The stuff that I'm seeing happening right now, there's a power grab, yes, but there's also a civil rights grab.
Yeah.
And give me fucking liberty or give me death, because it's starting to get crazy out there.
Yeah,
and it's not from a selfish perspective, Mike, because I'm going to be fine. And in fact, I'm not saying this because I'm worried about making money. So people say, oh, he just gives a fuck because he's a capitalist pig. No, I value human life as much as you. But what's a life without liberty? What's a life if the government's breathing down your neck, telling what you can do and what you can't do? What's your life if the government's got to dole you out fucking money?
Right.
I don't understand this. This is not the United States.
So it appears people are waking up. All sorts of people. This is from Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s website. And Instagram and Facebook are repeatedly deleting this, shockingly enough. But this should break your hearts. You see what these 2 little kids are showing you? This just came over the country and the world like a tidal wave, like it was planned. Never in the 52 years that I've been alive have we ever had something like this happen. And then when it does happen, we've never seen such an outpouring of medical professionals, mainstream media telling us that it is not what it seems. None of this can work unless we allow it to. This plan would never have worked if we didn't allow it to. Look around. Do some research. Diseases cannot spread through the air. So the social distancing and the face masks are ridiculous. And as a matter of fact, just a couple of weeks ago, the Surgeon General of the United States of America said that very thing, that face masks wouldn't help anyone. But knowing that the public's attention span is the same as a goldfish by design, they decided to reinstate it. Social distancing has become our new norm. Not being able to go outside unless you let the world's richest man jam a needle in your arm from a company called ID 2020, whose main goals are surveillance and vaccines. This is great that some people are beginning to wake up, but do not be fooled. They will go to the next level. You're going to have to make a decision at some point. Are you a grown-up? Are you American? Are you going to stand and fight? Or are you going to let these rich people take this country away from us without even firing a shot? The total entire choice is yours. Richie from Boston.